Hello guys, in this video I'm gonna be talking about controls like buttons, text, web views and whatnot. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we'll call these controls or just cont. Alright, cool. Cont is cool. Then cont is a brand new project, and to simplify things, like by default Droidscript creates a text layout, a text for us. So let me just cancel out everything and we'll start from the beginning. Otherwise, if you've been following my tutorials, the first function or the last function called by Droidscript is onStart. And if you're not clear about this, you can check out my video on layouts. So onStart, there's need for a layout, like a general layout that will keep everything. And this is how we create that layout. You do create layout, or just typing layout, there will be an auto completion on your right hand side. So we tap on create layout. They need to be by default a horizontal layout, and if you're still not clear, you can check out my other videos. So in this case, I just want my layout to be full XL, meaning from the bottom to the top we should just cover the whole entire screen. And you can add now that layout to the app so that Droidscript knows that okay, it's part of the application. Add layout, and right there. So right now, if I run the project, nothing will happen. So here's the thing: there are two ways on how you can create controls. The first way, it's using the create, like for example, first do text. The first way, it's using the app.create. Once you write create, there'll come like a lot of components that you can use. In this case, I want the text, so wait, okay, let me just finish it. App.create text, and you can give it like what you want your text to be. So in this case, hello. Like this, nothing will happen. I actually have to add this text to the app by writing to the layout, rather the actual layout that is covering the whole screen. So what I do is write lay.addChild, which is a method found in layouts. Add child, then you write the name of the variable or bearing the text component or the create text. So like that, our child will be known. You see it somewhere on top here. Okay, let me try to make this light themed so that it's more clear, and you can use this to make it light themed. C config then light. That's a shorthand way, but the other way it's using the create theme, which is just the same but longer. It's very long. So this is the first way. The other way, we'll call this one text 2, and I would recommend you guys to be using this because it's shorthand. So instead of writing app.create text, then add the child, then add that to the layout, that's gonna take time. You can just do everything in a shorthand by writing add text. Instead of create, you actually just write add text. You specify the layout that you're adding to, then the name. So in this case, it's gonna be hello 2. Then just close it, and I want this to appear on the top, so I can just write left, so that it spans from the left to the right. So there, see, that's both ways can work, and you can specify many other properties. You can check out the properties by clicking here. It open the documentation. To open the documentation, and you can read more because they actually have a lot of methods, so you can check out different methods and whatnot. Like for example, the text get text size, which gets the actual size of the verses in pixels, or set text size and whatnot. Also the font styles, there's a lot that you can do. The other component I'd mention is the button will quite big. Like I'm worried about naming variables, so we'll just stick with then we can either use this way, the create button or add button, but for me I'm gonna go with the add button. Add button because it's shorthand. So add button, the name of the button or what's inside that button, which is button, and first the layout, then the name of the button. So what will it belong to? The lay and the name of the button. So we have that, and the button has all components actually have it. The on click, set on touch. So b dot set on touch, which is the function which is called when the button is clicked. So set on touch or long touch, whichever you prefer. Then you can just give it a meaningful callback name, which can be bing. Okay, and then just write that function bing, which will be bing, and then what it does, it just shows an alert or a pop-up. It's okay even if a pop-up is cool, which says a simple button. Yeah, again, if I run this, every time when I click on button, I can also put it on text, so it's fine. Then bing, or button rather. And in case you want it to be down, there are these other properties that you can implement on the set, on the show pop-up. But okay, now the other component I want to talk about is text edit, like the editor. Like for example, if you're building an application that takes in information from the user, like via input values and whatnot, you can use this one, add. You can just write add text edit, where the letter belongs to, what should be inside, nothing in this case, and then the width, which is 0.5. I want it to be 0.5 in terms of width. So when you run this, here's another place where we can now write all kinds of things. Okay, the other thing now, it's the this one, it also has its own methods. Just click on this, then you see different methods that it has. And then we have the checkbox, just the same. You can just write check, because they're quite a number actually. Up dot add. I hope you're following the pattern. It's just like you just write add, then you just the moment you just write add, you can check on your right to assist right hand side, then you see all those options, and you can actually check out what you're looking for. And if you're forgotten what it does, just click on that this below button, and it will bring you this side. Okay, so the checkout, which layout, this layout, and then what text should it be there? I'll say hello again, because unfortunately I don't really have another cool name. The other thing, it's the image. Okay, and then image again, just the same. Up dot get, you guessed it, add image. Which layout we're gonna add it to, and then the file name. Droidscript has got this file. It's found in system/mig/ hello.png. I hope you can see it, hello.png. And if I run this, don't forget I've created a checkbox and the image. So if I run this is what would happen. There's like a beautiful image, and the checkbox still works. So yeah. The other thing is a list. Like let's say you have some elements. In this case, I'll put these elements in a list, and they should be comma. It's a string that has elements that are comma separated. That's a list. So in this case, A, let me use smaller letters or lowercase letters, A, B, and C. Back to the basics. And we can add this now to the list. So we create the list with a different name. Just give it a different name. I'll call it L is equals to, again, you guessed it, add list. Unfortunately it has, because I haven't put the up dot add list. Add layout, unfortunately. Okay, dot list, add list. Which layout? This layout which I've created, the list, which is list in this case, and the width, you can just span it or across from left to right, like just a full width. There, 1, 2, 3. They're clickable and they work. Now, okay, now the scroller. Let's say like okay, let me make this. Okay, let me put the image below the list view. Cut, then put it below. Okay, I've put it below. Let me just put it below. Okay, I've put it below, so the image will actually be like that. It will actually be below the list view, like here. So let's now see, like the list is like really big, like it spans all across. Let me even give it a background color. Dot set back color. Set back color. Yeah, this color, I'm sure it's really bad. So let's try. What have I done? Okay, let's try maybe blue. Maybe blue. I know blue is so horrible, but anyway. So yeah, let's make sure that the list is like really big. Okay, right now because it's small, it's really small and it has more elements to actually just be like this. Yeah, that's a very horrible color, but it works. Let's try sky blue. Sky blue. Sky blue. Okay. Dang, it's not even there. Anyway, back to blue, our beautiful but horrible color in this case. Let's say now the add list, or the list is actually spans across the screen. Guess what? It will span across, but the image no longer be shown. That's a thing about that's when now add scroll comes into the rescue. You can just add these two elements in an quite s in an up.add scroll, up.scroll, alright, up.add scroll. Then you can add, yeah, then just give it a layout which is 1. Oh, it belongs to the layout, and then its width is 1, its height is 1, which is completely width 100, height 100. And then instead of adding these to the instead of adding the list to the layer, actually add it to the scroll. Even the image itself added to the scroll. The image added to the scroll. Okay, so now if I run this, you discover like okay, I have no idea. Oh yeah, and the reason why this has failed is because a scroll actually just needs one child. So what you can do is put inside the scroll, put another layout. In this case, I'll call it L. No, L is already there, so I'll call it la dot up dot create layout again. I know this is tedious, but that's the way it is. So yeah, that's the same. And this I can leave everything blank because the width will get it from the scroll, from the add scroll. So, and then add this item, this layout, add this layout to the scroll, which is s dot add child. See, it's just accepting one child. Then s. Then like, and then change this to LA. Change this to LA. When you run this, it will work. Yeah, it has worked. And then when you scroll, you can actually now start seeing the image. It's right over there. I think, yeah, you can actually see, it's like way here. I don't know why it's so showing everything, but yeah, it works. I guess it works. Oh, let's just do this. Let's try to put this on top. The cable test. Okay, as you can see, yeah, it works. Okay, then now let me talk about another thing, which is we have talked about scroller. Let's now add another item, which is a switch. We call it SW, because add switch, and then where it belongs to, and the text. Again, a horrible name, so we're gonna stick with hello. Okay, and a toggle button. A toggle button is that button which can turn on and off. It's like an on and off button. Up dot toggle. Again, add toggle, and which layout, this layout, and then name again, hello. I'm really into this hello thing, and apparently, and I guess that's pretty. Oh, I forgot about the web view. The web view, which, oh, unfortunately I'm offline, but okay, you see what will happen. App dot add web view, where it belongs to, its width 0.5, its height 0.5. I think that's good enough. And then you actually have to implement this thing. You can either use load HTML this side on my right hand side. You can use load, okay, let me just shrink it, load HTML or URL. If you go for HTML, you actually have to specify either the actual HTML or the file that has that HTML. But for me right now, I'm gonna go with the URL, so I'm just gonna write the URL itself, which is https // and google.com. That's common, so yeah, I can do that. Don't forget to add the switch, the toggle, a web view, and what other thing have I forgotten? Maybe a sick bar. It also has other parameters that are required. So app dot add sick bar, and then you write lay where it belongs, lay, and then the width maybe 0.9. Another parameter, it needs a method, and that method is set range, I think. App dot set range, and then we can put the range as 1, and we need a starting value if we want it to have a starting value, which is set value, which is maybe 0.5, which will just be on the middle from the start. So when you run this, okay, I think we created, oh yeah, there, see, there is our web view. The toggle button works, the switch works, which has hello this side. So if I type this works, this, even the sig by itself works. So everything, you guys, works, and even the image itself, everything works. Oh yeah, and I figured out why it's not like reaching down to the end. I don't have to specify its height. I don't even have to specify anything. Just like this, it's fine for the thing. But thing. For the, see, it's actually now going even further. Yeah, for the scroller, I can just give it, I can just put it out there, but I don't really have to specify its width or height, because like that I'll limit it. So the best way is just, just make it go word. An example, let me add the text below everything, which will belong to the same, to the lay of the scroller. App dot add text, then it will belong to lay, which is the child of the scroller. Then the text will be hello. Again, I'm horrible at names. So now check this out. Like underneath the scroller, there's hello. See, like I don't have to give this the height or the width. You can if you want, but like that you limit it. So the best way is just put it in a layout, and then also make it have a child that's a layout. So yeah, and that is, you can have more components. Yeah, don't forget the scroller, the toggle. Oh, and the toggle, in case you want the toggle to be done, there's this option that the toggle has. When you go on toggle, where are you, toggle? Okay, when you go on toggle, you specify its width. If I put the negative 1, that means it's like a default, or it will scale according to the length of the text. Also for the height, negative 1, and then I think it's vertical. Yeah, vertical, that means it will be underneath. The tag will actually be underneath, like it. See, anyway, thank you guys. Hope this lesson wasn't too long, but yeah, and hope you're having a great day. And please don't forget to subscribe. I have a website for this, and you can check it in the description. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys.